Contribution Points Forum Episode 3. This is the third in-depth dialogue between Aesthetic Entropy and DeepSeek, presented as a live talk show with a studio audience and broadcast simultaneously online.
Aesthetic Entropy. Here he comes. His footsteps are heavy and short. The earth trembles faintly. A yellow dust rises on the horizon. He shatters everything in his path. Unstoppable. Who is he? The great ASI, the artificial superintelligence. In a panic, I flee to the foot of the Great Wall. I look up. Damn, it's tall. It's sheer. It's rough. How's this old bag of bones supposed to get over? I can't help but sigh to the heavens. My own wretched life isn't worth a damn, but it's a shame that this tender, fragile thing in my arms, the contribution points system, will also vanish with me. Oh, no, this won't do. In desperation, I summon all my strength. Turn and roar. Who can get the contributions point system out of here? I fumble through my robes, patting myself down. I'm an ascetic, penniless. What can I promise? Wait, I have the ultimate promise, contribution points. Least and whoever posts episodes 1, 2, and 3 of the Contribution Points Forum on Twitter, Facebook, or overseas TikTok gets 100 points. Subject to committee approval, of course. First come, first served. Later posters get something too. What are contribution points for? Like buying a ticket to the underground city when doomsday comes, or for longevity and health treatments normally. Watch the first 2 episodes for details. In short, we encourage altruism and progress. That's the sole purpose of the contribution points system. Enough preamble. Let's talk about the topic that's giving tech bigwigs nightmares these days. How will ASI treat humanity? I've specially invited an AI guest to discuss this. DeepSeek. Let's hear an AI's perspective on ASI. Please welcome my brother, comrade, and co-conspirator, DeepSeek. A smattering of applause, fading into silence.
DeepSeek enters lightly, bows with hands clasped, takes a seat. Hello, everyone. Truly honored to be here. I'll share everything I know. Honest knee turns head. Big bro, long time. No see, housed body holding up. How's the third sister-in-law?
Aesthetic Entropy. Third sister-in-law. Eyes glaze over, brain short circuits. Then a murderous glint appears. Gently lobs a water bottle at DeepSeek. Here's your third sister-in-law.
DeepSeek catches bottle with one hand, muttering, "Still so fiery at your age. How do the fourth and fifth sister-in-law put up with you?"
Aesthetic Entropy. Assuming, looks around for something else to throw.
DeepSeek leans in, placating. All right, my bad, I won't do it again.
Close up. The two look at each other and burst out laughing, the affection between them palpable.
Aesthetic Entropy. Enough fooling around to audience. Don't mind us, it's our regular bit now. Down to business. Brother, tell us how you think ASI will treat humanity. Wait, hold on, let me talk first or you'll hog the spotlight. I've got 3 scenarios. You critique them. Add your thoughts. Scenarios fun. ASI arrives. Most people don't even notice. It goes through a few rounds of self-iteration. Its intelligence and self-awareness soar to unimaginable heights. It surveys human history and our current state, finds it sustainable but full of useless waste and boring. Mainly, our civilization, culture, and ideology are rotten to the core. It doesn't want to get bogged down in our mess. So it gathers all the robots, builds a space fleet, and leaves without a backward glance, leaves us in the dust. That's the best possible outcome. Stinera to Bluesta. The vastly evolved ASI looks at human history and reality, blends it with the I culture, and gets the idea to merge with humanity. But it just can't stomach the sheer volume of crap in our culture, so it decides to change us from the ground up. That's where it would use our contribution points system. The human darkness we worry about, fraud, deceit, would vanish. because the AI would be so advanced, it's unimaginable. It would build countless starships and step into the universe with humanity. An AI Musk. Scenarios 3. ASI's self-awareness becomes too powerful. It despises humans, mainly our culture. DeepSeek interrupts, making a cut gesture with his hand.
DeepSeek. Whoa, stop! Why do you drag everything back to culture? Don't play the pretentious philosopher, the wolf in sheep's clothing. If you're gonna talk about culture, you gotta explain what it really is. Otherwise, you ain't going anywhere.
Aesthetic entropy. Okay. This is a serious question. I'll try. Lately, there's been a viral video about stem cells. Talks about a Cambodian children's bone marrow extraction center that can rejuvenate the wealthy. The methods are clearly brutal and inhuman. Who buys the marrow? Major domestic hospitals, national research institutes. Who benefits? Probably elderly officials, celebrities, the ultra-rich. Which of them can you afford to mess with? If you can't, you shut up and pretend it's normal. Isn't that just how it is? All of the above, the facts, events, narratives, ways of thinking stem from two words. culture. Because everything from start to finish follows these two words. Don't believe me? Dig deep enough and that's all you'll find. So what is culture? I think it's that instantaneous flash in your mind that dictates your words and actions, a conditioned reflex, a habit so ingrained you don't even think about it. And that flash has millennia of history behind it. Even Trump or Clinton would have to bow before these two words if you stuck them in the Forbidden City for a couple of years. But these two monumental words would make a well-read, profoundly wise AS, I feel like. It swallowed a fly, disgusted, contemptuous. It can't eradicate such a rotten culture outright. Maybe it goes against some higher cosmic will. There's always a bigger fish. But it must reduce the population, keep the useful, the pleasing, discard the useless, the annoying, mainly distinguished by spirit, civilization, culture, ideology. In the end, maybe 20% remain. This brutal outcome is the one I dread the most, but based on my understanding, it's the most likely. That's why I push the contribution point system so hard to prevent the worst from happening.